अंग्रेज अपना लगान और न्यूज लॉन्ड्री अपना हफ्ता कभी नहीं छोड़ते. Welcome to another episode of Hafta. We're recording this not on Thursday but on Friday this week at 10:30 in the morning, the 20th of September. And in fact, we have got some suggestions from people that we should try to record it on Friday only.
So that we're more updated.
So we're more updated because now news moves in such quick cycles. By the time it's uploaded, things get very dated. We'll try. We'll see if it's possible. But yeah. Before I introduce the panel and welcome our award-winning journalist back from Jammu and Kashmir, Manisha Pande.
You should just never say that.
Why?
The award was too late, like 2016. So now it's...
After 10 years, you can stop talking about it.
So we've gone to court.
Like a good journalist.
We've gone to,
After 10 years.
we've gone to court. And you know, when you go to court we are in court for various things anyway. So lawyers up. So they said, when you have to basically, the thing about court is, and I asked the lawyers the first time, I said, do we have to do this? They said, no, this is how when you go to court, you have to establish your credential.
Yeah.
So, whenever you go to court, you say, my client who is a very respected journalist of outstanding integrity who has...
Towering news personality.
So I was reading these two paragraphs about myself. I said, I'm not sure, my lawyer, whatever his name is. This is no. With award-winning... I said, I have not won any fucking award for journalism. I won for my documentary 22 years ago. And the rest of the awards have been won by other journalists. But by News Laundry. So it is fine.
So then you can also put my picture with Modi because Modi gave me the award.
Yeah, Modi gave me the award.
You can add that no less than the Prime Minister has acknowledged her contribution to the field of journalism.
Anyway, so we will have lots of first-hand information from Jammu and Kashmir. We also will have lots of first-hand information from Israel and Gaza, where our producer and Srinivasan Jain are.
I'm Srinivasan Jain and I'm in Jerusalem. Along with my colleagues Aryan and Supriya, we're going to be doing a series of reports on 1 year of the Israel-Gaza war. Stories that you will barely see on the mainstream media, but you will see on the News Laundry and the News Minute. Now, this kind of journalism is not because of corporate or government ads, but because of you. So keep those contributions coming and look out and fund more such compelling journalism.
We are closing that NL Sena fund this weekend. It is short by just about 2 lakhs. I'm hoping you guys make it up. The overall fund, as I'm seeing it right now, was 18 lakhs. We are at about 16. If you could just make the rest up. Why we are doing this is because we figured we shall try something which is, 1 or 2 news events which are big and have international significance. News Launch should also cover, because some of our subscribers wrote to us that, do we really want to deploy resources to do international coverage when we cannot cover India completely? And I completely get that. Hopefully, in the next year, you'll see we'll be having reporters in most states of the country. But I think if we want to create an impact and an image that we have journalism done on any huge story internationally, I think we should pick 1 or 2 stories a year, which we do an international report on by a high-profile journalist. It also helps build the brand. So that is why. So please do contribute. The link is in the show notes. QR code is on your screen. It will be somewhere on your screen. So you can scan that. And also our 500th episode featuring Akash is still free. Maybe for another... Actually, we'll keep it free for another few weeks. So you can share that with your friends, relatives, etc. to get them into the News Laundry team to support us. And after several emails from our subscribers, we have started putting out the full video of Hafta as well. It's behind the paywall, so you can access the video from the Hafta story page on the app and the website. If you want to watch it on the app, you can go to the Home tab, click on the Hafta story, scroll down and watch the full video. That's how it's done. First-hand account of Kashmir, since you subscribers contributed, and ours is non-sponsored, ad-free journalism. Let's see how your money was spent when you guys went to Kashmir. So, Vazwan kahan khaya?
I just predicted it that you were going to say ki Vazwan kahan khaya, mutton rogan josh khaya ya nahi. Actually, I was very surprised by Rajma. I never understood the fuss of Rajma, but we had it in Jammu at this place.
Yeah.
That the menu was only Rajma, different ways in which you can eat Rajma, half with ghee, without ghee, with paneer, without paneer. And it was actually very good. But all of it gets exported. Very little of it is being. So there was actually a bunch of people that we were talking to, and they said, "Jab shaadiyan hoti hai, to we have to really go around, look for it because you don't get it." But it's actually really good quality Rajma. I was surprised that Rajma can be so good.
But can a state live on Rajma alone, or do they need press freedom?
Kashmir. So that was Jammu.
Okay.
That's a different story altogether. Although Jammu also you're hearing of really, really crazy stories of the scrutiny of press. And I was telling this to Jayashree when we were talking on the phone that we in Delhi are living in Sweden in terms of press freedom. We should really not complain because the
Manisha thinks we're too free.
we're too free. And I'm not saying this, this is not hyperbole. This is not an exaggeration. We have been covering Kashmir for a very long time, especially the media scene. But even I, despite following the news so closely from there, I was completely shocked at the level of suppression that there is in Kashmir. And the voter turnouts are great. And I'm sure yesterday you heard a lot of headlines about, how great it is and there's democracy is flourishing and there's so much integration. It's completely silly to, look at the voter turnout and then come to the conclusion that all is well in Kashmir because...
I see a very little role for these political... Whoever comes into the, power, they will... I don't know how they're promising statehood, which they cannot bring
Deliver on
in.
that
They
now.
should be... whatever, Manisha, Atul, they had done shows and even the stories which are coming in. I think unemployment is the huge issue over there. So I think if whoever comes into the
Has to deal with that
power,
first.
they have to deal with drug problem and the...
Drugs is huge. You're hearing of stories in far-flung villages where there are heroin addicts. I don't know how heroin is reaching these areas where, even Delhi, you don't have that kind of availability. So drugs is also something very big that's come up in the last 5 years. And there are so many conspiracies around it. Again, there's such a suspicious society. Everyone's looked at suspicion. Everything is supposed to be a chal of...
Do you think there'll be an impact of this incredibly stupid outcome of the Congress NC alliance, which is that they couldn't come to consensus on 5 candidates in Jammu, right?
There's a friendly fight.
Yeah, that friendly contest, which just seems so silly, especially since they're Muslim majority provinces. So do you think there will be a...
It's such a missed opportunity for Congress because there is...
Yeah.
So Kashmir is not voting for BJP, we're sure. But they may go with the independents. Like I said, there's no love for PDP and NC. And people want someone who can speak in a newer language. So Engineer Rashid or even the Jamaat candidates who have traditionally said don't come out. And so their supporters have come out. The fact that Pulwama had 48% voting is quite significant because this is a stronghold of Jamaat. So if there's been an increase and quite a significant increase, it's possible that the Jamaatis have come out. So anyway, that, Kashmir is going to be either independence or NCPDP. But Jammu, there was deep resentment with the central administration because there are murmurs of, there's murmurs of NC can ally with BJP if both of them emerge strong. And they can say that, we are getting you the statehood and for statehood we are, swallowing this bitter pill of allying with BJP.
And I will not put that past the Abdullah, whatever they may say.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what every Kashmiri says, that they can go anywhere.
Another thing is, now ED is after, these are the indications. They have put ED after, Omar Abdullah, father, Farooq Abdullah, in MCA case. We were the ones in DNA who broke this story. And it's a real solid, I've gone through the entire report, very solid case against Farooq Abdullah. So now the ED is after him.
So they can use that and everyone buckles.
Yes.
The interesting scenario will be if the independents are able to win in Kashmir and they emerge as a strong force.
Right.
And then what happens would be very interesting.
They'll be wined and dined.
Local journalists are drawing parallels with what Indira Gandhi did in Punjab, where to cut down Akali, she propped up Bhindranwale in the beginning.
And then lost control.
And then lost control. So there's a lot of comparisons that people are making with, BJP kind of...
The reminder, Mufat Khors, those of you who think news can survive on government ads and large corporate ads, no, it cannot. Then only you get noise and the kind of shit that you see. To actually get journalism, it should be funded by the public because when the public pays, the public is served. The QR code is here. It will flash for a while. You can scan it, subscribe, pay to keep news free. So you can keep news outfits like News Minute, News Laundry going. Who thought of the idea that let's send this laddu for testing? Like, how did that happen? And why was it sent to Gujarat for testing?
It all began because Chandrababu Naidu told the assembly that during the previous YRCP government, animal fat was used to prepare the Tirupati laddu. And then the YSRCP said, no, this is very malicious. We only took it from indigenous cows and all. So it became a big thing. So then Chandrababu Naidu brandished the lab report. And he said he went to the Center of Analysis for Learning in Livestock and Food in Anand, which confirmed that there was beef tallow, pig lard, and one more, vegetable oil. Incidentally, this lab is called CAF for short, because why not? Okay, the thing to know is that the temple is administered by the Tirumala Tirupati Devasthanam, which is it's a trust under the Andhra Pradesh government. And also they make a ton of money. I think their overall revenue is like 5,000 crores a year. The sale of laddus alone is 550 crores. So there's tremendous money that comes in from it. And these laddus are prepared in one special separate kitchen. They use 500 kilos of ghee, which is sourced through bidding and tenders, and they carry out quality checks and whatever. So I think the context that is important is that the TDP and the BJP have gone after Jagan Mohan Reddy in the past because he is a Christian. He is born to a Christian family. They said that he does not respect.
Over demonstration of religiosity, which even in fact Justice Hema Kohli in an interview to Live Law, a bar and bench, said that she's just retired from the Supreme Court. She says judges should not display their religiosity publicly. There was this one video that had gone viral of, I think, this Lal Bagh Raja, the people shoving everybody away and one family standing there because they got VIP darshan. Tirupati apparently has VIP darshan. I've been in Delhi for almost 30 years now, more than 30 years. Visarjan was never a big thing here. It is now. Chhat Puja was never a big thing here. It is now. What is the overt demonstration of religiosity? Where is it coming from? And that's not political. It is actually regular people are doing it. Like, for example, for me.
But let us begin with the social media aspect. The social sphere is such that if you are observing a festival or fast or something, that it is not the festival that is important. I am observing it. I am the star. So if it is same like tourist places, that place is not important anymore. I have gone there. I am the star. You must see that I am here. So same times, I mean, it has spilled over to other aspects also. You see people reporting, even journalists, like I am here. I have ate this. I am doing this. I have met him. So I am the star. The event is not. So same is there, that there is a lot of there is a festival like Karwa Chauth, Tej in UP, Bihar and this. Now, because of the pressure of the Karwa Chauth Bollywood effect and the more glamorous side of it and filmy songs and this, so women from that part are now also observing Karwa Chauth.
Exactly.
So
Popular culture.
Not because Karwa Chauth they have found any liking for Karwa Chauth, but because
so this young lady, Anna Sebastian Perayil, she joined Ernst & Young in March. She died on July 20th. The incident came to light after her mother had an open letter to the company which was covered, saying that, I mean, the most heartbreaking part which people reacted to was no one from the company came to her funeral. And she said overwork was the reason that her daughter died. The chairperson of Ernst & Young, Rajiv Memani, has said it'll never happen again. And he's talking about missing a funeral. But he says she was given as much work as anybody else. This has led to a big debate on Twitter. And, because legacy media picks up stuff from Twitter, that this toxic work culture or overwork, two are different things. You can be overworked. And so, but anyway, the point is, it's led to this. We had, of course, also made fun of Narayan Murthy's 70-hour work days. I said, losers who have no other life will suggest that, because I don't see Narayan Murthy saying, let me finish up quickly so I'll go play football, or I'll go watch a movie, or I'll go take some tango lessons. I can imagine him only saying, I will finish and I'll go home and I will do whatever before I say anything too nasty, and I will again start coding. And I'll just read one more one-line email, which is by Paul McCartney. Oh, hey. Hey Jude, no, Hey Jude was not Paul McCartney. That was
Of
the other
course,
guy.
he was part of Beatles.
That was Beatles, or that was sung by this one alone?
Hey Jude is Beatles.
No, that was Beatles.
Oh, that's Beatles. Paul McCartney says, sometimes I feel like News Laundry is way ahead of its time. Paul, I have felt this for the longest time.
मैं अपना सबसे बड़ा fan हूँ.
मैं अपना सबसे बड़ा fan हूँ. बस मुफ्त में इतना ही मिलेगा. For the full uncut podcast, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free. The best way to listen to The Hafta and indeed all our podcasts is through the News Laundry app. You can download the app by clicking on the links given in the show notes. So do download our app and get the best podcast experience. And also pay for news and support a new news media ecosystem that News Laundry is trying to encourage, where we are accountable to you because we run on contributions that you make. We don't take government ads, we don't take corporations ads, so that news serves the public, because when the public pays, the public is served. Subscribe to News Laundry, click on the link in the show notes below and proudly say, I pay to keep news free.